TV. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today here at the wonderful Nick Hunter. Hey, Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good, glad to hear it. So we got a fun schedule upcoming. Today we're finishing up the mini-series about dashboards, which has been quite entertaining. If you would like to support the channel, we would have greatly appreciated it. Almost forgot about this important spiel. Seriously though, if you've bought this, thank you very much. It helps keep everything going. Also, if you're like, I like learning about FileMaker, I don't quite like the live stream format, this would be the answer to your problem. It's basically highly edited, very entertaining videos that are either I think the longest we get is like 30 minutes. There might be 1 or 2 hour videos hanging around hiding somewhere on some of the beefy topics. But for the most part, we keep things very short, very concise, very animated, straight to the point in our video training. The live stream is a way to talk about a variety of more esoteric topics, if that makes sense. Not like esoteric, topics that aren't like necessarily like directly answering how do I build an invoice in FileMaker. We do that sometimes, but we cover a really wide variety on the stream, and we also are here to talk and interact with the FileMaker community. But if you're just looking for straight training, the video training will really help you with that. That all being said, I think we're actually good now. So, Nick, what are we doing today? You want to share your screen?
Yes, I'm showing my screen because I still don't have my new camera. I didn't have the time to go to pick it up, so no camera.
Couple days.
The dashboard. So yesterday we left over, so we update some counts yesterday. So we have a PSOS, we run on demand. That means every time. So let's back off. What the concept of the dashboard? People think that it's better to update the dashboard each time you get in. You update everything, right? I said, no, you update what gets updated at the time you change the value. That means if you have accounts on I don't know, a record, right? On a table, for example, you need how many records I have in one table. When you add a new record in that table, you need to go to the dashboard and update the count, right? That's what you need to do, right? So, so you don't update everything all the time, right? So when you get in, let's say, for example, you didn't get into your file for 2 days, and then you get in. Obviously, things had changed between the time you left and the time you came back, right? In the file. So you need a complete update on your record. Remember, we have a record per person, per user on the dashboard, right? So you have one record. So no, this is not the layout I want. So on this item here, for each user, you have one record that you need to update, right? So you update all the triggers, and then you have all the updates, coming here. All the calc triggered, right? So you update this, right? And boom, get update, right? So I still have this issue here, but it's okay. The goal is this: when you get in the file, you do a PSOS, a quick refresh of the dashboard, right? So you get in, say, okay, oh, I'm Nick Hunter, this is my ID. Go to that record, so one record, and update this. Boom. And you get, or you update multiple of this, because we will see today that we can have multiple of this, right? So, and then you get a fresh new dashboard when you start in. And then as you go, right, you update the dashboard, right? You update things for yourself, for the others, right? So that's why we have many things need to be done here. We need to understand this concept of multiple records for each users, right? That is to prevent the dashboard to be busy all the time, right? And to prevent the dashboard to have too many records, too many fields, right? So that's why we have another table for that. So, but today I want to start with, yesterday you said we have question left over.
Yes. What happened yesterday that the trigger didn't work from perform script on server?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I didn't have the time to check on this. It doesn't work. Maybe because I'm not populating this well. The current date, it might not be populated well. See, it's not populated. So that's why it's not. But you know, my relationship was it could be right because the due I realized yesterday that all the due relationship here, past due, they should be inferior or equal on this, right? That means the date in the future, right? To be past, no, due dates, no, this one. This greater than equal, greater than this. Okay. And let's perform this again. Boom. So now they all do because I put the due on yesterday, so they all do. So it works. It was right saying 0, by the way. So anyway, do we have another question?
No, actually.
Okay. So let's say, so first thing I want to tell about that. Here we have two types of fields. We have the all, and we have right, and we have the my. That's okay. We have the all like this, the all records, right? All records or my records, right? So that could be on two triggers. I can have a trigger last modification all, right? And trigger all last modification my. So we have two triggers. So all all my, but this is my due all. So this calc here could be trigger. I don't have trigger here. Oh, I'm only on 2. Okay. So this is my stuff. Okay. This is my stuff. So this will be on my, right? Because this is my stuff. So I'm going to try to build, this is all due. Okay. All due. So we need to build a calculation for that. This is the total cost all and the total cost my due. Okay. But I can change this to be something else. Uh, it could be the total assets. I will do something with this. So I want the all due. Okay. So let's see if I have a relationship that can do that for me. Due dates, assets. Yes. So this could be the all due. Okay. So the all due, this is my due. So it will be the same, but cannot be my due because let me see. Yeah, because So now I need an all do. This is my, so this is how I'm doing. This is my, okay, because I set the current user with the total, right? With the superior, the dates superior one. And here that will be the same, but my, all, right? And that will be C. And here, this predicate has two fields. So I put this character here to symbolize that I have more than one predicate. This is the main predicate, and I have this symbol here to identify that I have more than one. Here is the due date only. So I won't put the tilde character. Current date, because it's all the due, current date with date due. Superior, the current date superior date. Okay. Then this is all because I don't have the dependency with the user ID. This is all the records. This is my records because I have this that will limit to my asset only, right? So now I can go there, copy that relationship, copy that calculation, but this trigger here is my my trigger that trigger this, and here I'm going to use the C relationship, right? So you see the name of the relationship. It tells you all from home items to assets using due date only to show all record, right? It tells you all, right? If I go, if I go to the other one, from home items to assets, using due date and more to do my record only, right? So of course here I need to change the trigger to all. So I have two triggers, right? Why I'm doing this demo? Because I want to show you that you can control what you want to do. Because you don't want, because here I have 4 fields, but let's say you have 50 fields, 60 fields, that you want to get the information, right? You don't want to, you don't want to update everything all the time, and you don't have to, right? For example, if you didn't modify anything in the, what's the name? In the invoice, for example, but you don't have to update the invoice, right? You understand? So here, what else? So I want to show you something because I understand that we are updating section by section by section like this, the thing. So how that works, So I have this script here, the update home, remember? But this script here now, I need to tell the scripts which trigger I'm going to use, right? Which trigger I'm going to use to, to trigger the information I need, right? Because remember, now I've just done it. Where's the home? Okay. I have two triggers here now, the all and the mine. Okay. So let's say I want to update when I create a new asset, right? When I'm here, I checked out, right? And here now I want to update this, right? So I have this perform script on server here, the logged in user ID. But at the same time, I need to know which trigger I want to trigger, right? So that's a very simple technique here, right? But you need to master it. I want to send here in the parameter, this here, the logged in user will be the get parameter value 1, right? Or if you don't use my custom function, get value, get script parameter, the first value. That will always be the first value of the script parameters, right? But then we need to send there, right? We need to send there also the list of all the fields you want to update, right? So here you say middle values on the get script parameter, status with 2 and whatever, right? So that means, and this is trigger script, trigger field names, right? Trigger field names, right? And I'm going to send those two to the script here. So you make a list like this, right? Trigger field names. So you have this and this. Of course, you copy this and you go there and you do the same. So that means you copy the same thing here because you're going to send the same. So here is just for debug purposes. For debug purposes, you debug this. That means you know that you get the right information, everything right, and then you send over there, right? So you gather there. You don't just said get script parameter there. You gather them, you send them, and then you take them back in the server, in the script on server. You gather them back, right? So this is to search the record. This, okay? You search the record. But then here, the set fields, we don't know. We might have many fields to set, not only one, okay? So here, I need to know how many fields I need to update. 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, right? So you set a set variable, sorry, value count. Sorry guys, I have a very strong headache, so but I'm here. But if I sound weird, it's because I don't know what happened.
No, good.
It's okay, take a pill, but too many screen. So value count on this field names. So this will count how many field name I have here, right? So now I can say loop set variable counter, which is a counter plus 1. So it itself plus 1, right? Then I have a set variable current field name which is get value of the list of the trigger field names and the counter of the current field name. So counter 1, it takes the first field name here. Counter 2, get the second. Counter 3, get the third. And when right? And then we have a set field by name. Set field by name. The name will come from this. Okay. Current field name. And the value is this. Right? And I exit loop when the counter equal value count. So I can now say which trigger I want to trigger. If I want to trigger 1 or 2 or 3 or right, I can do whatever I want. The script is adaptable now, right? So here we are, and let's try. So how this works? Of course, the downside of this, is that you need to know by heart that name. But I name always the same way in every single of the table. I use that technique. It's last modification, always. And then I only have to think about all my, and I keep that small. It's I don't put an explanation like 10 paragraph explanation here. I keep small all my 1, 2, so I can just copy this and then change manually, right? So I copy the name and I go to the script where I'm triggering this, right? So here I need to send this. It is a list of this and this, right? Of course, if you change the name of the field, this is broken. But technically, this field has no reason to change the name. And I told you many times, in a development, when you reach a certain level of complexity, on every single other platform in the universe, if you want to change the name of something, you have 3 weeks of meeting just to move a letter. So yeah, trust me, I've been there. So you can do that. FileMaker allows us to do things like this, but it's not because FileMaker allows us to do that we need to do the same. At a certain level, renaming things can be dangerous and break things. Unfortunately, yes. Right? Unfortunately, yes. But it's okay. There's some things that we need to accept but you have so many benefits behind this. Right? So now I have two trigger. I have this one and this one, right? So let's see if it works. I have no idea. I might be surprised that I'm doing something that works for the first time, the first attempt, which will never happen.
Well, you're live. It can't happen.
Ah, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So what? It didn't happen. See? It didn't happen because it's not, something happened when when I do the on first window open. I do this, by the way, right? I do this, set global, and it's there. Get current date. Or the server has a bad date. I don't know. So if you want to debug, that's a good exercise. I want to debug this pieces, this one. So that's the main reason why I'm not executing the pieces from here. From the place from here. Here, right? Here I could have say perform suite on server. Yeah, but it's not debuggable. Now it's debuggable. I can do this, right? So these pieces expect to be in a TO7 home, right? This is where you expect to be. So I deactivate this, right? And I add another variable that I call parameters. That will be this. Y, you will see Y. And I'm using this here. And also new window in the layout TO7, perform script normal, which is the 0090 with the parameters. So why I'm doing this? Because I'm running twice this, right? So the parameter here. So if I change the parameters here, it changes here and here at the same time. I had some time I was forgetting to change and on both and so this will pretend to be on server. Open new window, perform the scripts and close the window. That's exactly what this do on server. The same thing. So now this script is debuggable. So I can debug it and see what happened as if I were on server. So now I'm on the scripts, right? So I'm collecting the parameter. Do I have my parameter correct? Yes. This and this. I got it. I got it right. So now I'm pretending to be in the server. So do I get the parameter right? Value count 1, that's yes. I have one stuff to do, one field. Current logged in user, I have it, right? Trigger field names, I have it, right? So what's going on? He found the record correctly. I have a loop, current field name, and here, oh, I know. And nobody told me. So quiz, who knows what's wrong?
Everybody, what do you think what the problem is?
Knowing that I'm sending here this. Okay, so everybody failed. Beep. Okay, this is missing. And that's why I'm using the variable, because it popped to my mind to see the name of the variable. If I had done this here, I couldn't see the result of this. You understand what I mean? Here, I can see the result of this that I'm sending here. If you do this here, which is purple, which is fine, it's fine, but you can't see it. You can't see it. So now I know what's going on. Is this get layout table name and tuk tuk and this. That's it. That's why it didn't work. Couldn't work because I need to know the layout table name when I'm here, right? The two semicolon, because we cannot use a relative path of a field. We need to use the full path of a field, which is the current table name, the TO7, and this. Let's try. So we know all this works. So we know all this works. And now it goes. Boom. Schlag. I have my total. Right? You understand? But because only one trigger got updated, right? So now we know that this script works. So now that it works, I can deactivate the debug and activate the pieces. Correct? That's why I'm using that technique here. Not performing on server directly, but I'm performing that perform on server. Then I can activate this mode, this debug mode. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to do that, right? So let's try now something different. So if I go there, I will see all my pieces, all my, oh, I have a T7. I have a TO7 normally. TO7, yeah. This is better. So I can see all my stuff, right? This is, I need to see my, so why I use a timestamp as a trigger, then now you will see why. Right? This one never been triggered, right? So let's put that on the side for now, right? So you have two triggers here, right? And now I'm saying, okay, I'm going to have a new assets. And here I decide that I want two triggers to be triggered, not only one. I have this and this. So now you understand why the name convention to always name the same thing and to have the pipe something as a differentiation, as a, additional info. This is necessary to have like something like this. So now I have two, not only one, I have two. So if I click here, I will see two dates coming here. Correct? And I know, right, that he got Y8, that the server time. It's very late. So that's server time. Okay, so at 8:37, I update those two fields, right? At 8:47. So now I know if something happened. Because if, for example, if I'm expecting that both of them got updated and one get update, I don't know, at 39 and this was known, that means something wrong, right? You know what I mean? That's why. But it works. So you can drive your updates on the dashboard, right? So now I want to show you something here. So how I can, um, you know, let's say I have another user here because I have the possibility to play with multiple users here. To have Skywalker, I don't remember Anakin. I think I know I can reset the password. Okay, so I reset the password. So I have another user here. So let's copy the user ID of this guy and put here. So now I have a new user. Okay, I have a new user. Okay, so I'm going to change what this user is. Admin. I think it's an admin as well. If it's not, I'm going to put admin. Oh no, it's a full access. Okay, so this guy is a full access now. So I'm going to, get out and get in again. And I'm going to log in as Anakin and the password that I put. So now I have no my asset, I have no asset due, I have nothing, right, for this guy, right? So let's make some. Right? So if I go to the dashboard, the count got updated, right? This one I always have a problem, but the count got updated. And if I see, if I can show, if I want to see okay, sorry for that interruption. So if I want all the asset due, they're here and they didn't get updated. Why? Why didn't it get updated? Oh, this is number of asset all due, right? This is this one. Normally should have done. The due date. Let's do something different here. Because when I want the all asset costs, for example, let's do something like this, something simpler, you know. So it's uh, I'm going to use the trigger. I'm going to use the trigger all, right? And it's a sum on the TO7 asset, but I don't have any relationship. I need a relationship here because I don't want the due date involved, neither the user, right? Yeah, it can be the user. It's okay. So this is mine, and this is the sum of the cost. Okay, sum of the cost of this, right? So I have a new still 7. Why he said no? Oh, is missing this. Okay, so let's replace this with this, right? So if I go there and I'm adding a new asset, it doesn't come. But this one works. Why doesn't it work? TO7, TO7. It got updated. Ah, Maybe because, oh, I don't have a cost. I'm stupid. Stupid
Oh,
me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a cost. So, but that a good way also to for example, I want now, if I change the cost here, I have this here, I mean the cost, where's the cost? In the depreciation. So I can change the cost here. So I have a done button here, right? Which is a closed window, pretty much. But here in this, right, I have a on object exits audit law. Yeah, but that's not that bad. So here in the closed window, that when you edit this, when you edit the cost, this is where the depreciation, where you update the this and you update. So all of this got updated and the cost as well. Okay. So here, instead of being a close window, okay, it should be a script now. And let me show you. So I'm showing you how to update a dashboard, pretty much, right? So if I go to the scripts, I go to the assets, the asset script, okay, and here I'm going to add a new script, right? A new script, 2620, for example. And this is validate depreciation card, because I know this is in a card, right? And remember what I want to do, right? I want to close the window and perform my scripts universal, the updates, this one, right? And I can go to this script here and pick up whatever this. Actually, you can copy it. Sometime what I'm doing, I'm copy this, right? That I put on many scripts. And here, somewhere, right? I call that matrix. Oh, no, this is not what I want. I called matrix, like the movie, right? Scripts, matrix. And I paste this script here. Oh, new script step, new script, because I copy the step. Oh, crap. I hope it won't take forever. We'll get that sometime on FileMaker, that the copy paste of things lasts forever. Okay. So this is updates home, right? So then you can retrieve it easily. So pretty much I want to copy this because this is what I want to do, right? In my script that I just created now, right? Here, the validate depreciation. So I can do, that's what I want to do. So you have a matrix, then you copy and you have all what you need because this is always there, right? So you close the window and you update this, right? So let's try. But I need to go to that window, right? To that card. And this is the card number L523, right? And here I'm changing this. Okay, it's no longer a simple script, a step, but it's validate depreciation card. Okay. So if I change the book value on the one available to me, who is the, oh, that's the Linux server. I want all the one due. I don't have I don't remember what it was. So let's, oh, they are there. So this one, to Anakin, I want to change the cost to 1,000, right? And I'm going to change the cost on this one as well, right? I think I need a purchase date for that. And 2 years. Let's modify all the thing. Yeah, this one I don't have the date, so it cannot say. Okay, so let's see if my home has been updated. Yeah, updated. You understand? So it got update only what you need when you need it. Okay. So I have only this one to Anakin, those two, right? So now let's say I'm going to check this out to Anakin, right? So this changed it changed this, the counts, but it didn't change this because I didn't change it yet. But when I change this, I put 4,000 in 2 years, right? Then if I go home, boom, updated, right? The 2,000 more the 4,000, right? Here, 2,000, 4,000. So you modify on the fly. So you have only one script that you tell what you want to do when you want to do, right? Because you can have like this. This is a matrix, right? This is a matrix. You call whatever you want. So you can have a matrix like this, only the my, and you can have a matrix like this, only the or both. Both mine or, and you can have multiple. If you have 5, 6, 7 triggers. Other thing I want to show you, that sometimes you want not only your current dashboard to be updated, but you want all the dashboard to be updated, not only yours, right? That's the reason why we have this all and my. Very important. Because let's say when you change the book value, right? There's things you want to change on all the users, right? So let's say we're going to update this script and add a third dimension. Add a third dimension, okay? If this one, the current logged in user, right? So I'm sending that over there. This, and this, right? But the script here, you say, if the current logged in user equal all or different than all, you do this. Otherwise, you want all the record in the field, in the table. See, if it's not all, you do this, right? I mean, you do this. Otherwise, else, you do this. The same loop. Actually, we can do a simple one. We can simplify this. You do this, and if, so you see, I'm going to call this twice. I don't want to do this twice. I'm going to have a new variable, right? It's the update type, you know, update type. I put that here. So instead of saying, update type, I say, okay, my only, right? So if my only do this, and if my only do this, otherwise do this. Replace field content. So set field, no, insert calculated value. No. It's a set field. No, it's the same. It's set field. If not mine, if it's mine only, you're doing this. Not mine, you do this and replace field contents. Replace with, that's it. So what I'm doing here, if I say I want, if it's not all, that means I want my only. If I say all users here, if I say all, if I put you all instead of the logged in user, that means I want all the users to be updated. I'm going to the layout and I'm saying, okay, if it's my only, you do a perform find on my stuff. Otherwise, you select all, you do this, you set the field by name, right? And you replace the contents of the fields, right? Correct? So, and that will replace all the users. So let's do a demo, right? So I'm going to the depreciation here, and here, oh, I modified the wrong script though. Yeah. So instead of doing this, I'm saying all. Remember? So if I look here, and normally I have all in mind, they're all going to be updated normally. And he's doing one only. So it didn't work. It works halfway. It didn't work. Set field by name. Yeah. Replace field contents. But I'm not in the field. Is that a problem? Because we cannot say replace targets, right? So we need to insert. I think I need to do something like this to say, if in my only you do this, otherwise insert calculated value. But that's the same thing. I need to go to the field I want to go, right? Yeah, but anyway, I want to make something evolve here. I know what to do, but it's too much for you to show you, especially at that time. But pretty much what we do is to replace the field contents of this with this and but I can I need to hard code this, right? So let's keep it the way it was, even though it doesn't work. But normally you would have done this, you would have done this, but I'll replace both users, right? You would do that and do the change on all the users. That means all the users get their dashboard updated, correct? So do we have any questions?
I would like to trigger an alert in WebDirect. Is that possible with the technology?
Trigger an alert in WebDirect. What do you mean?
I assume have like what type of alert would you like, Johannes?
Yeah, like a pop-up window, something like this?
A pop-up message sending the user a message on screen.
No, we can do that. The only way we can do this, it's when people logged in, they can have but on the fly like this, no. I try many things to do that. There might be a plugin that do that. I don't remember. Maybe a plugin do that. I don't remember the name, but I know something exists that triggers that kind of things, but I don't remember. But natively with FileMaker, no, this is not possible. So sorry if today was a little bit slow, but I have a very strong headache, so I did my best.
I'm gonna let you go and go lay down. Thank you everyone for watching today.
Yes.
We will see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Not me.
I will.
Tomorrow is Halloween. We have a webinar tomorrow.
We do.
We
Halloween's
do.
not officially a federal holiday, and it happens at
Yeah.
night
It's one for me.
generally. Have a good one, everybody.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye.
See you next week.